We were out on the river. I was with fishing clients. We're fishing, we're having a great morning. Everything was fantastic. It was legitimately an amazing morning fishing. Things were perfect. And just after the middle of the day, things started dropping. At first it's like, all right, we got to move back to the pools. And I kept watching the river as it was dropping, and I looked at these people and I said, I apologize, but I need to get on the phone right now. Our river's drying up. It was a reckoning of times. We realized hard and fast that while we have some amazing, wonderful water rights in the Colorado River, that didn't necessarily mean very much. And that was a scary day. We knew that if we did not take action, that not only did we not have a river, but we didn't have a ranch.
We got the chance to move up here, and the boys were young enough that they were very ambitious. At the time, I was only in my late 40s, and I was a lot more ambitious then too. We were going to try to tackle some very interesting challenges up here.
The generations always made it work. And not only did they make it work, but they always made it better. As I left college, I wanted some time away from this place. I wanted some time away from my family business. But the more that I'm involved with it, the more that I realize that my place is here. The young brother, we've called him Punky forever. He's probably the most brilliant individual. He's a man capable of taking agriculture into the next generation.
The ranch was always something that in the back of my head was always going to be there. It's been my passion since I was born. This is where I became a man. There's nothing harder than working with family, but at the same time there's also nothing more rewarding than having your family there for your best moments, your worst moments. There's nothing better.
The Colorado River is the lifeblood of this entire valley, without question. Agriculture, while we have the opportunity to grow and to increase income, it takes a lot of time. That doesn't happen quickly. We knew immediately that the recreational aspect of this ranch was a key component to how we could survive. How can we create a situation in the river that sustains our agriculture infrastructure and what our needs are, but also is a healthy benefit to the river system? I've always felt the same way about this river. Beyond what it means for my family, business, and agriculture, it's something from 4 years old to present date. We've spent a lot of time together.
Back in 2002, we had a huge drought. I owed some money on the ranch, and I got cancer at the same time. I was very worried. There were some big things coming down all at once.
In the early 2000s, when we had our drought, I thought that these ranches were destined for a very bad place. They were not sustainable. The health of the river certainly was doomed.
Where I really noticed times were hard was when I was going to the hay gate. I'm like, Dad, I'm not gonna grow any hay this year. We don't have any water. At the time, I don't think I fully understood the repercussions of what it meant when you don't have hay to feed your cows. When you have to fire sale your livelihood, you know, those types of things, they destroyed generational businesses.
We went through 3 years in a row, 02, 03, 04, where we didn't have capability of taking all of our water. We didn't have capability of doing what we needed to do to survive agriculturally and as far as our hay production. We were not alone. Neighbors were in the same position. We had the belief that we were not going to solve the problem as an individual family. The problem didn't exist with an individual family. The problem existed within the reach of the river.
The river resource is the thing that connects us all. It's the thing that binds us all. That's our common ground.
We came together years ago to start to work together, and we have developed a collaborative that is so exciting to be a part of. And I look at it today, and neighbor ranchers who are fourth generation producers are building infrastructure in the river that helps the health of the fishery resource, and they're excited to do it.
A healthy river is a healthy thing for all of us. That's what we all need.
And when we produce that way, and when we operate our daily lives that way, it's amazing what can happen.
You don't realize in your youth how much goes into every aspect of this lifestyle and this livelihood, and that's what makes this place so special. Is it was once my free place. Now it's my challenge every day to make sure that the lights stay on. Agriculture in this country is essential to everyone. Being a cattle rancher, it is in my interest to see fresh water. It is in my interest to see grass growing. If we aren't taking care of the land, then the land will not take care of us.
I was introduced to this river as a very young man. I can't wait to be on a boat in the same place where I was with my father years and years ago and teach my child how to love the river in a whole nother way.
There is no better way to teach your kids about life, about discipline, about work, about fun. They are going to have the knowledge, they are going to have the work ethic, they are going to have the skills to do basically anything they want to do.
When these families are still here, when their children are still here, because these places are productive, because we have the ability to make it work.
I think every father deep down inside is always proud of his sons. I think that they're doing a lot better job than I ever did.
We're at a point in time where we have a recognized resource concern. It's going to get dealt with one way or another. And we're going to handle it responsibly, we're going to handle it irresponsibly. For me, the legacy is going to be to leave the next generation with greater resource opportunity than what our generation had a chance to be a part of.
There is no feeling of being covered in dust and grime, and you look around and there is not another person that you can see. And at that moment you can say, there's a million things I gotta do, but right now, everything is good.